Hey, what's up, everybody? We are heading out to University Park, Pennsylvania for a road game against Penn State. We'll see how this one works out for us. Penn State are actually a little bit below us in the non-conference schedule, but that doesn't mean much because you know how this works. This is all about reputation, right? That's really the way that this entire editor data file works because, as we've seen before, it's so difficult for us to bring in players who are not already part of our team. And so we'll see how this works. It's all the new gens against the new gens. It's the way that it is. They're telling me that Williams should have a rest. It's a mistake to start him. Where is he? Oh, there he is in the back. I mean, we'll see what happens. He's probably pretty tired. I don't know. Let's get on and let's play. I'm sure that we can do fairly well in this match on the road again. And boy, I tell you, Beaver Stadium looks a lot like Lavelle Edwards Stadium. Maybe there aren't enough stadium models here in Football Manager for us. I'm not sure. We'll see what comes of all this, and let's go ahead and get to the match here. And just looking here quickly through it, and here we go as the players come out here on the pitch. It would be nice to have more stadium model differences and ways to edit it and stuff, and ways to put in things in the background like mountains or a parking lot or whatever. But I guess we're not quite to that point here in Football Manager development yet. And it looks like Penn State has this ball, and we're having a hard time getting back around onto it. Let's see what we can do here in this match. And boy, that looked pretty nice, didn't it? And it's Alpha Doe finally able to get his foot onto that. And then Alpha Doe now with a throw. We're not even a minute into this match. We have another highlight already. And unfortunately for us, Bowden does a pretty poor job trying to get around his man. That's the reason why I didn't want him to have so much game time. But he's able to win the ball back this time. That was very good. And it's a pass over to Aldana, whose shot is blocked by the goaltender Gomez. And that was a real scoring opportunity for us. That's the reason why we saw that highlight so early. Here is Bowden with the corner. Knocks this one up, and he's looking for Alpha Doe, and that goes in. And it is off Alpha Doe. I saw another player there in front of him, but it was Alpha Doe who got his head onto it. And that's 1-0 for BYU here on the road, and a little bit against the run of play, I would say. Good corner that went up. I mean, there's not even anybody close to him. That was really, really poor defending from Penn State. They should do better than that. 1-0 for BYU. Let's see if we can hold on. Alpha Doe now with the throw after scoring that goal. Throws all the way in looking for Aldana. That's a awful throw. Sun Hyun Tech is able to take it off, and it goes back. Gallagher with it now, and his pass forward is looking for somebody down there. I'm not sure who it was, and it finds nothing. Nothing but Penn State. And unfortunately for them, they then dump it back to Chris Gallagher, who knocks it forward. And there it is. There's Bowden, and he passes forward to Aldana, and Aldana misses. Oh, man, what an awful miss. Aldana has been playing poorly, and as you probably saw in my video yesterday afternoon, I had to find him. Because he had such a poor match against against Central Arkansas, even though we won. He had a poor match against Alabama too, but in the match that we won, he just played horribly. I wonder if that's going to happen here again today. We'll see. There's a ball up there looking for Jim Roca, and that one is taken off of Roca. It falls to Aldana, who had a sitter of a shot and doesn't take it. He takes it and knocks it in the middle of nowhere. And now we have this ball deep in our own half, and I'm a little bit worried when we're passing it around like this. Doe passes over to Gallagher, who finds Silvas, back to Gallagher, over to Alpha Doe again. Doe then down over to Amutenia, over to Silvas. Silvas will pass this one back, and we will work it through the other side over to Williams, who apparently is too tired to play, to Garcia now. And Garcia to Amutenia, over to Aldana. There's Aldana in a scoring position. He does score this time. Cesar Aldana is onside, and he scores his goal, and that's a little bit more like it. So he can score. He's not awful. He's not completely worthless for this team. He is a fairly good player. He just occasionally has these minutes and these runs where he's not playing so well. Good shot by Aldana. Gets in there, get in, and go, and we get the goal, and we'll move on. There is some question of offsides, and there's not really much of a question of offside. I think he's pretty clearly onside, honestly. I mean, they're going to call that one offside. That's going to be a little bit harsh, I think. 2-0 BYU here in the early going of this match. Alpha Doe with the kick over to Amutenia, back to Doe again. Doe brings it backwards looking for Korn, and I always hate it when we do that, up to Williams, and that's a poor pass by Korn to Williams. Fortunately, Penn State has been holding back and is not trying to press that hard. There's Jim Roca, who tries a shot from not too far out, but a very, very difficult angle. And here's Castaneda, is that his name, who takes that free kick. And fortunately for us, Garcia is able to get onto it and passes over to Sun Hyun Tech. And unfortunately, that one, Aldana is able to get an interception, and he gets the easy goal. Second goal here of the half, 3-0 BYU. That was pretty easy. We took advantage of a poor mistake by Penn State's defense as they were trying to pass this ball back. I'm not entirely certain I understand what Medina is trying to do there. And Salazar looks like he doesn't know what side his bread is buttered on. And Aldana is able to get that ball, and there's just no way they're going to stop him after that. Good pace by Aldana, and it's 3-0 BYU. 2 goals for Aldana in this one. There's Jim Roca trying to head this one back, and he does a really poor job of that. And it's Giron over to somebody, but Alpha Do is there to make the stop, and there's a corner for the Nittany Lions for Penn State. Here comes your corner. Castaneda knocks this one forward, and it ends up being headed away by us. And, oh boy, they have a shot at a cross there. Fortunate for us that we were able to get a head onto that one before anything was really too dangerous. And here's another Penn State corner. And Korn knocks this one out. He punches it out, which is not what we want him to do there. We want him to catch that, and that's knocked out for another corner. So we're having a few problems here and having a few frustrations. I mean, we're up 3-0, but I think they might be on the verge of scoring, and boy, that was really close. Fortunately for us, though, we were able to prevent them from getting one past the line, and that's out for a goal kick. And, I mean, that was too close for comfort. Korn with a good save, but he was in a poor position right afterwards, and a better rebound by Penn State, and it would have been 3-1. And now we try to bring it up slowly out of the back, and they're able to win the header in midfield. And there it is to Castillo, and Giron is not going to get onto it, but it is there Garcia over to Giron now to Fiores. Fiores over to Giron. Giron knocks this one forward, looking for Castaneda. Again, it falls to there Garcia, who scores a goal. Fernando Garcia with a really wicked shot. They say on the bottom that'll end up on an end-of-season highlight reel. Well, yeah, I mean, you tee that one up. I mean, you tee it up for him like that, he's not going to miss. He's not going to miss, not at this level. And look at this, there's nobody around him, so he just pulls it up forward, and it is R. Garcia who is in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that is 3-1 now in favor of BYU, and we have a highlight right away. Man, we might as well just watch the whole match. Why have any time between highlights when it's going like this? Chris Gallagher now. Gallagher will bring this one up, and they are able to win it back. But fortunately for us, R. Garcia is able to get back onto that, and here is Williams. Williams over to Roca, over to Son Hyun-Taek, and he finds Aldana. This is going to be goal number 3 for Aldana. Yep. He learns how to do that. He's got that pace. He just runs by everybody and makes the keeper look like he's not even there. 4-1 BYU. That didn't take long at all, did it? I mean, that was amazing. Son Hyun-Taek, nobody's even coming close to guarding him. Passes that one, lumps it forward for Aldana, and he just walks by everybody. There's nobody there, and he'll score the goal. He makes it look so simple. You feel like you could do it yourself. We're not even 30 minutes into this, and he has a hat trick. And, I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful pass. We do have a player, by the way, who's offside over here on this side. And who is this? Is this Roca? Well, we're not going to know because it won't let me see. It's all right. It's all right. We scored the goal. We're not going to worry about whether they missed a call or not. I guess they're going to say that he wasn't really part of the play, but, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty close. Here is Flores again over to Castillo, who scores their second goal, and this is becoming ridiculous. We've got 3 goals here in less than 3 minutes, and this is starting to turn into a game of absolute ridiculousness. I'm not sure what kind of formation Penn State is using, but maybe both of us are using cheater formations. I mean, this is awful from the defense. Where is Alpha Do? He's totally out of position. He's behind the play, and their man is onside clearly, and I mean, it just looks really, really bad. And here we are right before 30 minutes with yet another highlight. Gomez, now the Penn State goalkeeper, knocks this one forward, and this is headed backwards, and Alpha Do is able to corral it and collect it, and he passes it backwards to Korn. Why are you doing that, Alpha? He knocks this one forward to nobody, and they have another goal kick straight from the back, and Alpha Do is, luckily for us, going to just about win that one. Silvas avoids a tackle that probably would have had the player sent off, and there's Jim Roca, who somehow misses that. That was a sitter. Jim Roca should have scored that goal. Look at this tackle attempt. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Silvas is fast, but he's not that fast, and Roca needs to score this goal. He needs to go back to school. I mean, he's only 16, right? But he needs to score that goal. I mean, there's no excuse for not scoring that one. That's what I would say. Aldana with a 9.7 so far in this match. And, hey, let's put on some more pressure. Let's pile it on, man, while the going's good. But it's them with the free kick. Castaneda is going to knock this one forward, looking for somebody over there. It's Orduño who has it. Orduño, and then Son Hyun-Taek sort of takes it off, and then he gives it away, and it's over to Giron, who scores, and that's number 3 for Penn State, and it's 4-3. And this is looking really, really poor from our defense. I mean, this is a really, really poor defensive showing. Man, look at this. Son Heung-taek needs to just get rid of it. And Orduño passes this one forward. And, I mean, we have all of these guys just sort of standing around, kind of looking at their own shoes. And, boy, that's a problematic bit of defense from us. And as I've said before, there's not too much we can do about it. We can't really go out and sign a whole bunch of players because there's not a lot of players to sign, unfortunately. I'd love to go abroad and get a bunch of cool guys, but we can't do it. Our hands are tied. And we're going to go in a halftime like this, 4-3 BYU, and this is a ridiculous match. This has been absolutely ridiculous bonkers so far. And let's see. I'm not so sure I'm so pleased with this. We do need more possession in the second half. I agree with that. And there are a couple of players upset with me after that one. Matt Williams, you're going to come off because you're not having a good game. We'll put Jimenez on. I'm almost ready to take Horn off, but if I do that, I think we're going to lose. So let's see what we can do here. Aldana over to Son Heung-taek. Son Heung-taek back to Chris Gallagher. And Chris Gallagher up to Alpha Do. And let's see what we can get out of this. Is over to Mutenya, over to Bowden now, over to Amatenya. Good passing to Do to Silvis now, back to Do. Do looks forward, and he just gives it up to Penn State, and that's the opposite of what I told them to do. And that's going to be a problem, I think. Alpha Do probably needs to come off here in a minute, and I think we're going to make that change actually right now and see if this gives us a little bit more offense. He seems tired, and I'm guessing that yellow card may have been more out of frustration from just being exhausted than anything else. And here is Giron with it, and he was looking for their Garcia, and fortunately for us, we're able to intercept it. Silvis now to Amatenya, over to Aldana, over to Bowden. Bowden looked for Aldana, and he does before I can even say his name. And Son Heung-taek with the shot on goal, and boy, they should have looked for Aldana to make one more move because he would have been wide open. And here is Gomez with it now over to Tsunga. Is that how you say his name? Over to Venables or Duño. Over to Garzon. And it's Garzon with a move. Nice move over, looking for Castillo. And fortunately for us, we're able to get onto it. Man, somehow managed to avoid that one going out of bounds. It's Bowden with it now over to Son Heung-taek. Son Heung-taek needs to pass here, and he does. And he passes it forward to Bowden, and he passed it through a player. First time I've seen that happen in Football Manager. I mean, he just passes it right through this guy. Let's take another look here. Right, so you have 1-2 guys here, and he passes it over here through our other player to Bowden. I mean, that's ridiculous. Who is this guy who just lets the ball go to his feet and then sort of goes past it? I mean, that would be good if that's what we intended to do. I don't think that's what we intended to do. Maybe that was Garcia, I think, or somebody like that. I don't know. We're going to have to make a couple more changes here probably on 70 minutes. Son Heung-taek with this, and this header is up and out. Once we hit 70, I think we're going to make the changes. Bowden knocked this one forward, and it was Son Heung-taek who headed that one backwards, looking for Cook, really. And, I mean, Cook wasn't anywhere to be found. It was an idea. That's an idea of how to get the ball forward, but I'm not sure how effective that really was. We're going to take Silvis off, put Mids on, and probably Garcia is going to come off for Martin. And Roca has to stay on. There's nobody to replace you, my friend. You got to suck it up. You got to suck it up, man. And we have a couple more minutes to go here, about 25 more minutes left in this match. We're throwing it into Martin, and that's an awful throw. Roca, though, with it on the edge of the area and takes a shot, and that is saved. Now, that's going to be a goal kick, apparently. I don't understand these animations sometimes. Okay, that's a goal kick. Whatever. Holbrook over to Tsunga, and he looks forward, finds Nunez. Penn State is an all-Spanish team. It's interesting. Nunez within is Jimenez, who makes the save, but Castillo has a head on it, and that was almost the equalizer. They're going to have a corner here. It's going to be Nunez to take it. Knocks this one forward, and Son Heung-taek is able to get his head on it, and that is the end of that. And this is a little bit tense, a little bit worrisome here, as Nunez was able to take this one up completely uncontested. And Castillo really should have done a little bit better there with that ball, which was right up at his head, and should have been an equalizer, honestly. We're tired, and we don't have a whole lot of guys who can come on for us, and it's kind of a problem. And we have a couple players who looked nervous coming on, but maybe we can hold on. I don't know. What do you think? 4-3 is the score. Jimenez knocks this one forward, finds Son Heung-taek over to Meza, and he's going to be, I was going to say he's going to lose the ball here, but he didn't quite. Holbrook knocks this one forward, looking for Castillo, and fortunately for us, we're able to corral it. It's with Roca now. Looks forward, and it's to Holbrook again. Holbrook is winning everything in the air, over to Venables now, and Bowden grabs it over to Mutenya. And Mutenya is stripped of it by Garzon, and it goes over to Castillo, who pulls it down, but Gallagher is there to take it off of him. This is a great back-and-forth football. Here is Bowden, and he's going to score. No. What was that? What was that? What kind of finishing is that? That was ridiculous. You want to be a team leader? What's your problem, man? I mean, look at this. This is the team leader. This is the guy who thinks he should be captain, right? What is that? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Just shoot. All right. Enough of that. Enough of Bowden. We're going to win this match 4-3. And here they are with a final header. And, oh, man, is a final free kick. And Korn is there to save it. And we have their striker standing right next to him trying to knock the ball out of his hands. But we have won this match in the end. BYU wins this one 4-3. We lost the possession battle. We looked really, really bad in this match. I don't like what I've seen. I hope that you like some of what you've seen. If so, leave me the like button. If not, please leave me a comment. Let me know that you commiserate a little bit. That was ridiculous. We should have done better in this match. I'm worried about the season going forward. First match of the season proper starts tomorrow. We'll have the first of the Mountain West Conference matches. We need to win these, get to the Pac-12 as soon as we can. I'll talk to you then. Bye.